the monkey in your pants?
Right guys, pondering, I am pondering. Pondering. I was going to fucking make up a song about pondering, but then I thought, what the fuck am I doing? Basically, a little while ago I done this video here. There's one thing that's stopping me doing it is sticking them on a shelf, right? You can't have them this way, hold on like that, on a shelf. Do you know what I mean? If you can picture that. Well, you can, there's nothing physically stopping you doing it, but you can't see what the fuck the games are. You can't have them like that on a shelf, unless you go sideways, but then you're only going to have one row. You can't have them like that on the shelf, like the fucking NES games. They've got labels on that edge, why the fuck did they not do it with this as well? So, it sounds stupid, but that's what's stopping me collecting for it. I was on about wanting to collect for the SNES. This was before I started this SNES quest or anything like that, and at the time my problem was that you can't stack up cartridges on a shelf like this because you can't see things, or like this, or like that. Basically there's no way to stick these on a shelf so you can see what the games are, to be honest with you. And if you look up on my shelf up here, hold on, you can sort of see the games in amongst Wally and some other stuff all just rammed in there. Do you know what I mean? You can't tell what's what. Now, I thought at the time a solution would be these universal game cases. For those of you who don't know what they are, they're sort of for various different systems, but they do sort of hold the games in place at least, and you can go to the Cover Art Project website, I think it is, and print off these, which is a solution. Now, for a long time now, these have been out of stock, and I've been trying to get them, but for the life of me, nowhere had them. Which started pissing me off a bit, because like having this SNES games on the shelf like this, or like this, so you can't see what they are. I've got a wee bit OCD, right? If I go shopping, food shopping, and I come home, and if I put the shopper away, I rip everything out the cupboards before I put it back in, and I put the tins over here, and everything else over there, and everything in their own little place. I've got OCD, and I'm a little bit insane, but I'm not really, I don't like have to wash my hands 20 times a day, or clean things 100,000 times a day, or have a shower 10 times a day, or anything like that. But I think with certain things it just does my head in. So I was getting a bit annoyed because there's no way of nicely displaying the games, whereas you can just see NES games there. They've got the nice labels across the top so you can see what they are. So, look, something I've not shown in a video yet. Good game. Funnily enough, I've got another SNES Quest video partially edited, ready to upload, but bear with me here, I'll get there. My voice is failing. It was a case of, I was now looking at going NTSC console and getting rid of those 72 games that I've spent a lot of money on, buying an NTSC system and collecting NTSC games. Now, the American games are cheaper for a start. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, what are you doing, Monkey Spies, you absolute pleb, you've just got all them and now you're going to get rid of them and do this. But I'm a bit mental like that sometimes. But as you'll know, or you may not know, the NTSC cartridges are a completely different shape, and they've got the game labels off here and they're more square, so they'll all stack. They'll all stack beautifully, and I'll be such a happy person. And the games, look, another good game. The games are cheaper, they're on full screen, they're on full speed as well, and I think it's a little bit different because it's NTSC, you know what I mean, a little bit different for that, just because it's NTSC, a little bit unique if you like. So that's my thinking. Am I a bit mad getting rid and changing it to an NTSC system, or is it a case of the games are gonna run as they were intended to be, 60 Hz full speed, full screen, rather than PAL 50 Hz with the black borders? Yeah, I'll be starting my SNES collection from scratch, well, not from scratch, NTSC games, but that doesn't bother me. I enjoy it all the same. But I'm a bit mad. What do you think? Is it possibly worth thinking of doing? I'm not going to mod my console so it runs 50-60 Hz. My SNES is like mint condition. Obviously I'd probably be getting rid of it if I was looking at an NTSC machine anyway, but I'm not interested in doing anything to that console because it is pretty mint condition as it is. So what's your thoughts on this? Is it worth changing to NTSC? Like I say, this game here, well over £100 for a loose cart, probably £60 I think at the most, NTSC version of it. So the games are a lot cheaper. I could get bumped by customs, but Dribbled, video's not complete without Iron Brew, not sponsored in any way. But it's got me thinking, just for the sheer fact that the games would all stack up nicely with the labels. I know, honestly, you might be thinking that, sitting there thinking, what a complete spacker you are doing this, or you might be thinking, do it, it's far better on an NTSC console, full screen, full speed, and whatnot. Obviously, you've got the benefits of the American only games, like Earthbound would be one of the first games to pick up, pricey, but it'd be one of the first games to pick up. I've got a reproduction of PAL cart on order, but it's gone lost in the post apparently, and whatever, but I'll get the money back for that through PayPal anyway. Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 3, stuff like that, stuff that was never released in this country. And yes, I could get a converter and play it on the PAL machine, but the whole point, if you've not been listening, the whole point is so they stack up nicely with the labels. And that, like I say, the thing that sort of spurred this on slightly was the fact that I couldn't get a hold of these boxes for a hell of a long time, and they've come in stock again, but you're looking at £100, excuse me, for 100 boxes. Photocopier paper, photo printer paper to print off the labels, and however much ink is needed for 100 of these as well. So that's me, a little bit mental, a little bit OCD. Imagine the nice labels and them all sitting perfectly flat. It'd make, I'm a bit mental, it just makes stacking them so much easier. I am a bit mentally. Yes, the SNES Quest would be hot on its head as such, but I'd still be heavily collecting for the SNES. Just NTSC games basically, so it would just be pickup videos, but it would be mostly SNES games. So I'm a bit mental. Do you think it's worth doing? Let me know down below if you figured out how to work Google Plus and YouTube yet, and post away. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I think I'm seriously thinking about it. But look, these two are just staring me in the face. But I'm thinking about it. Let me know your thoughts anyway down below. Much appreciated, guys. And as always, until next time.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?